Hello everyone, this is Jack Wu, your host for Success Edge. Happy Friday. How do you gain an edge over your competitors? Just like in a horse race, the number one horse beat the number two horse by only a nose of difference. Here's the bottom line. The number one horse gets all the winnings, gets all the glories, gets all the prizes, but the number two, number three, number four horses, they get absolutely nothing. Sometimes when it comes to business, it is kind of cruel. If you don't have an edge over your competitors, your company will plateau. So today I want to talk about a few things that you can do as an entrepreneur to gain that extra ounce of edge over your competitors. So point number one, in order for you to have an edge over your competitors in any kind of business, is that you must have a unique product. I believe there are no marketings in the world can save your company, can save your business if you have a lousy product. Not gonna do it. If today your product is not authentic, it doesn't add value to your consumer's life, doesn't give them extra value, in my opinion, you can do all the social media marketing, you can do all the digital marketing, you can do all the online marketing, TV marketing, radio marketing, celebrity marketing, it doesn't matter. It's not gonna work. What is the difference between your product and 99% of the product out there? What are the value your consumer is going to receive by having this product? If you can answer those two questions clearly, at the end of the day, in the long haul, I think you're going to win. Because if you have a lousy product, it don't matter what kind of marketing you do, your company's not going to scale. But if you do have an elite product, if you do have a product that people need, all you need to do is marketing, align yourself with the right people, work hard, and eventually your product will be in the marketplace in a big way. Second point I want to make, your company's opportunity, all right, is this system driven or is it only personality driven? Now that's very big here. You know, you often go to a lot of companies, their companies grow at the beginning initially, but eventually plateau and stop. And why do you think that is? Because if you look at the overall structure of the company, is only ran by one or two people at the top, and nobody can duplicate what they do. To me, that is a personality-driven company. Is the whole company is operated by only few people. But if you look at companies such as McDonald's, Walmart, Chipotle, Starbucks coffees, what do they have all in common? They have a perfected system. Anyone who owns McDonald's, Starbucks coffee, Chipotle, when they own it, they don't need to know the ground floor stuff. All they need to do is plug themselves into the system and the system to run the business for them. Does it make sense for you? So in order for you to have an edge from your company over other companies, you got to develop a system that is simple but yet duplicable. So the bottom line of the bottom line is that if you want to gain an edge, you must have a system-driven opportunity that when anyone who joins your organization, the steps are as simple as step 1, 2, and 3. Third point I want to make is that you must outwork, out-hustle, and outlast your competitors. One of the biggest advantages for me over a lot of my competitors over the last 20 years is that I know one thing for a fact. Most of my competitors, once they get to a certain level of success, once they make a certain amount of money, once they receive a certain amount of recognitions, they usually get very comfortable, very, very satisfied, and they slow down. They're no longer improving their game. They're no longer working hard every single day. They no longer hustle when they, don't feel like it. The top 1% players in any kind of industry is very simple. They show up and play when they don't even feel like it. Anybody can show up to work when they feel like it. So you must outwork, out-hustle, and outlast your competitor. And that has to come down to your vision, to your purpose, and why you're doing the business. What motivates you every single day? Who do you want to become in the next 5 to 10 years? What do you want to become? If you can answer those questions clearly, then working hard is not hard at all. Another point I want to make, point number 4, is new innovations. You got to have constantly innovation of new products. Change for the better is a must. If today you have this particular product, 10 years from now, is this product get into another level. Like iPhone, they have iPhone 1, they got iPhone 2, they got iPhone 4, they got an iPhone 5, and now iPhone 7 came out. Every time when a new series iPhone comes out, it has new additional feature in the iPhone. So new innovation of products in your company is extremely important. Is it keep enhancing the feature. You don't have to come out with different products, but is your product keep enhancing on the feature? That's the key. Technology. Do you have new innovation in technology? Training. How do you train your people? Incentive, right? Contest. What is your next move to motivate your sales force? Motivate your leaders to go have another surge. Right? Last year, let's say they did great. What are you doing this year differently than last year so they don't slow down? They will keep moving. Point number 5 is recruiting never stop, right? You know, people always ask me, is recruiting part of your business? Recruiting is not part of my business. Recruiting, it is my business. Whatever I'm doing is no different than what other companies are doing, NFL is doing, NBA is doing. NFL is recruiting new talents every single season. Fortune 500 companies, they're recruiting talents every single year. The minute you stop recruiting talents, the minute you stop recruiting new blood, you lose the edge. Recruiting never stop. Will give you that extra edge, always the extra edge over your competitors. Whoever stop, slow down on recruiting, that particular company will eventually lose the edge, I guarantee. Point number 6, you got to train your people to be competent. Motivation is only going to get you started. You know, inspiration will get you last. But your people got to know the product inside out and be competent. They got to know their business inside out. They got to know their products inside out. That comes down to how do you train your people, right? You got to train them on sales. You got to train them on follow-up. You got to train them on presentations, on live calls, on how to close the deal ultimately that will ultimately lead you to results and profits. So if you do those 6 things that I just talked about, to me, you will ultimately gain that edge over your competitors and become the top 1% companies in America or maybe possibly in the world one day. I hope my message today have give you some pointers. How do you scale your company, and most importantly, how do you gain an extra edge over your competitors? Until then, I see every single one of you at my next episode of Success Edge. Take care.